Each wreath representing life of service, sacrifice, and devotion to country. As the wreaths were laid, I ask that you rise in reverence and stand united in remembrance. To our photographers, please avoid blocking the center aisle to ensure everyone can experience this moment. May this ceremony inspire us all to uphold the values for which these heroes have given their lives. Gold Star Mothers and Blue Star Moms. During World War I, a blue star represented each service member, and a gold star honored those who made the ultimate sacrifice. In 1928, Gold Star Mothers was officially established, recognizing the courage and sacrifice of women who lost a family member in service to our nation. Today, we honor those mothers and the enduring legacy of their sacrifice. Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor is our nation's highest military decoration, awarded for acts of valor above and beyond the call of duty. As we lay this wreath, we honor all recipients whose courage reflects the highest ideals of service and sacrifice. May their example continue to inspire a grateful nation. Established by George Washington in 1782, originally recognized unusual gallantry and service during the Revolutionary War. Today, it is awarded to those who have been wounded or killed in combat. We honor the bravery and sacrifice of those who have earned this distinguished recognition. In action. We honor the Americans who were held as prisoners of war and those who remain missing in action. Their absence is still felt by families, comrades, and a grateful nation. The American Civil War remains the defining struggle in our nation's history, testing whether a country founded on liberty could endure. More Americans were lost in that war than in any other conflict in our history. As we lay this wreath, we remember those who gave their lives, the families forever changed, and the lasting duty to preserve the Union they helped support. Spanish-American War. The Spanish-American War of 1898 called Americans to service in Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, and beyond. Many gave their lives, including those lost aboard the USS Maine, and veterans of that war also rest here at Oak Hill. Called more than 4.7 million Americans to serve. More than 117,000 never returned home. As we lay this wreath, we honor their sacrifice and remember the generation that served in the Great War. World War II was one of the most devastating conflicts in human history, claiming tens of millions of lives across the globe. Over 16 million Americans served. More than 407,000 gave their lives. As we lay this wreath, we honor the courage, sacrifice, and enduring legacy of those who served in World War II. Their bravery helped shape the free world we know today. We remember them with gratitude and resolve, forever in our hearts, never forgotten. Korean War. The Korean War, also known as the Forgotten War, claimed the lives of over 36,500 Americans between June 1950 and July 1953. The Korean War was a true testament to the unwavering commitment and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In the face of unimaginable challenges, they displayed remarkable courage and resilience, fighting for the cause of freedom and defending the values we hold dear. As we lay this wreath in commemoration of their valor, let us ensure that their sacrifices are never forgotten. May this act of remembrance serve as a testament to the enduring gratitude we hold for those who selflessly fought and gave their lives during the Korean War. Vietnam War. This wreath honors the 58,226 Americans who died or remained missing from the Vietnam War, a conflict that spanned more than a decade and forever shaped a generation. We remember their service, their sacrifice, and those who never came home. May their legacy live on in our hearts and in our history. Honors those who have served in the Persian Gulf War and in the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, conflicts that called a new generation of Americans to duty far from home. We remember those who deployed, those who gave their lives, and those who continue to carry the visible and unseen wounds of these conflicts. Veteran Suicide Awareness. Far too many veterans are lost to suicide each year. As we lay this wreath, we remember them, grieve with their families, and renew our commitment to breaking the silence around mental health and unseen wounds. May this wreath stand as a symbol of hope, awareness, and our promise that no veteran will be forgotten. Unity and Sacrifice. This wreath, titled Unity and Sacrifice, honors the courageous women who served in the Women's Army Corps, WASPs, and Army Nurse Corps, pioneers who paved the way for generations to come. We also pay tribute to the Japanese American soldiers of the 442nd and 100th, the Tuskegee Airmen, and the Montfort Point Marines, heroes who served with distinction while facing injustice at home. Their unity, courage, and sacrifice shaped our nation's military and our shared history. Decoration Day Tribute. General John A. Logan, the third Commander-in-Chief of the Grand Army of the Republic, published General Order No. 11 in 1868, designating May 30th as a day to honor the sacrifices of soldiers and sailors who died defending their country during the Civil War. Around 1900, May 30th was officially recognized as Decoration Day, a day to remember and pay tribute to all those who gave their lives in defense of their country in all wars. Following World War II, Decoration Day became Memorial Day, and in 1971, the National Holiday Act set as the last Monday in May. Please take your seats. We will now honor our fallen heroes with a memorial music selection performed by the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Pipes and Drums. and place your hand over your heart for taps performed by the United States Air Force Band of the Golden West. Let us now raise a flag and pay tribute to the red, white, and blue. Master Sergeant Jack Stanley, California State Guard, will raise the flag today. At this time, I ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence for our fallen and missing comrades. Thank you. We extend our sincere gratitude to Dignity Memorial and Oak Hill Memorial Park for hosting Memorial Day at this location for 108 consecutive years, and for preserving a place where this community can gather in remembrance. We thank the Memorial Day Committee, along with every supporter and volunteer whose time, planning, labor, and quiet service make this ceremony possible. We also thank Marine Corps Recruiting Station San Francisco, the 23rd Marine Regiment, the 129th Air Rescue Wing, the Air Force Band of the Golden West, and the many countless patriots who give of themselves to honor those who gave everything. Most importantly, we remember and honor our fallen and missing comrades. We speak their names in our hearts. We carry forward their legacy, and we recommit ourselves to ensuring that their sacrifices are never forgotten. Chaplain Samuel Hemingway III, United States Department of Veterans Affairs, and United States Coast Guard Auxiliary will offer the benediction, followed by a closing musical tribute of God Bless America, performed by Miss Angela Tirado.
I invite you to pray with me. Almighty God of hosts, as we leave this sacred space, may we not leave behind the memory of those we came to honor. Be near the families in their grief. Strengthen those who still serve, and help us carry the weight of remembering with humility, gratitude, and love. May we go from this Memorial Day service with deeper reverence, quieter pride, and renewed responsibility. Let us remember with honor. Let us live with purpose. Let us carry forward the legacy of those who gave their last full measure of devotion. May God bless the fallen. May God bless their families. And may God bless the United States of America.
Please join me in singing God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, our home, sweet home. God bless America, our home, sweet home. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful blessing. Before we conclude, I invite you all to stay for barbecue hot dogs and refreshments, and visit the vendor and resource booths and other events taking place on the grounds, such as the Vietnam War Remembrance and more. This concludes today's ceremony.
Thank you, everyone. All of our dignitaries and the keynote speaker will be available for photos and chatting. I'll just ask everyone to please not crowd the stage for a few minutes and allow them to take photos with each other. And if you can give us about 5 or 10 minutes before stepping on stage. Thank you.
Em quay phim. Rồi quý vị nhìn tôi coi, quý vị nhìn tôi coi.
Không biết chị nọt hả chị?
1, 2, 3.
Gọi ở đâu chứ? Khoan nha, khoan cho em chừng.
Khoan để nó đi mò.
Khuôn là nó ra.
Chiếc sao đi để nó chụp lẹ đi.
Đi phút chiêu phút kiến chụp cùng lúc mà hấp cái phone mà. Có chưa anh gọi, em gọi.
Phone thì chiếc sao đi, mất cái khác kia anh Nghĩa của nó có.
Rồi bây giờ tới anh Công nói trước anh Công. Bà phát biểu của anh á.
Ok rồi chưa?
Rồi.
Ra đi.
Okay, welcome home Vietnam Veteran on Memorial Day.
Khoan Công, chờ chút tôi lấy cái microphone mới được, nó nhỏ xíu sao không nghe.
Đúng rồi.
Hello. Hello. Welcome Vietnam Veteran on Memorial Day 2026. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On this Memory Day, we pause to honor the brave men and women who gave their lives in service to our country. We also take this moment to recognize our Vietnam veterans. Many of you served during one of the most difficult times in our nation's history. You answered the call with the courage, sacrifice, and honor. Yet, when you came home, too many of you did not receive the welcome or gratitude you deserve. Today, we proudly say what should have been said long ago. Welcome home and thank you for your service. Your sacrifice matter, your service matter, and your strength continue to inspire us all. We remember those who never return, and we honor those who carry the burden of war long after coming home. To our Vietnam veterans and your family, thank you for your dedication, your resilience, and your love of country. May we never forget the fallen, and may we always honor who serve. God bless our Vietnam veterans. God bless all who serve, and God bless America. Thank you.
Xin kính chào tất cả quý đồng hương ở San Jose. Lời đầu tiên với tư cách là hội viên hội AVVA, tôi xin gửi đến toàn thể quý vị lời chào trân trọng và lòng biết ơn sâu sắc vì đã cùng có mặt ở đây trong ngày lễ thiêng liêng này. Hôm nay trên khắp đất nước Hoa Kỳ, chúng ta cùng nhau dừng lại một nhịp để tưởng niệm Ngày Chiến sĩ Trận Vong Memorial Day. Đây không chỉ là một ngày nghỉ lễ, mà còn là một khoảng lặng thiêng liêng để chúng ta nghiêng mình trước những người anh hùng đã ngã xuống. Họ là những người đã cống hiến tuổi thanh xuân, xương máu và cả mạng sống của mình để bảo vệ cho lý tưởng tự do, cho sự bình yên của chúng ta ngày hôm nay. Thưa quý đồng hương, là thành viên của đại gia đình AVVA, những người bạn đồng hành, những người vợ, những người chồng, những người con và những người thân của các cựu chiến binh, chúng ta hiểu hơn ai hết cái giá của sự tự do. Chúng ta hiểu rằng đằng sau mỗi một chiếc thẻ bài, mỗi một ngôi mộ chiến sĩ là một khoảng trống không thể lấp đầy trong lòng người ở lại. Đó là những người cha không thể trở về trong dự lễ tốt nghiệp cho con. Đó là những người chồng không thể cùng vợ già đi, và những người con mãi mãi dừng ở lại tuổi đôi mươi. Hôm nay, chúng ta không chỉ tưởng nhớ về những người lính Hoa Kỳ đã hy sinh trên khắp các chiến trường, mà chúng ta, những người Mỹ gốc Việt, còn đặc biệt khắc ghi sự hy sinh anh dũng của các chiến sĩ quân lực Việt Nam Cộng Hòa đã ngã xuống để bảo vệ đất nước miền Nam tự do. Sự hy sinh của họ đã kết nối số phận của chúng ta, đã tạo nên một sợi dây liên kết không thể tách rời giữa hai dân tộc. Tự do không bao giờ là miễn phí, nó được mua bằng cái giá của sự hy sinh. Đối với hội AVVA, nhiệm vụ của chúng tôi không chỉ là hỗ trợ các cựu chiến binh còn sống, mà quan trọng không kém là giữ lửa truyền thống và vinh danh những người đã khuất. Chúng tôi có trách nhiệm kể lại những câu chuyện cho thế hệ mai sau, để các con, các cháu của chúng ta hiểu rằng sự thịnh vượng, tự do, những cơ hội mà các em đang có hôm nay được xây đắp từ lòng quả cảm của các thế hệ đi trước. Kính thưa quý vị, để khép lại lời phát biểu hôm nay, tôi xin mượn lời một câu nói nổi tiếng của một người thực sự chỉ chết đi khi họ bị lãng quên. Hội AVVA chúng tôi cam kết luôn đồng hành để bảo đảm rằng những người anh hùng của chúng tôi không bao giờ bị lãng quên. Tên của họ sẽ sống mãi trong tim của chúng ta, trong lòng của nước Mỹ và trong lịch sử của cộng đồng chúng ta. Xin cầu chúc cho các linh hồn của các chiến sĩ được an nghỉ đời đời. Kính chúc quý vị và toàn thể gia đình một ngày lễ Memorial Day bình an, ý nghĩa và tràn đầy lòng tự hào. Xin trân trọng kính chào và cảm ơn. Dạ được. Dạ.
Hôm nay là ngày lễ Memorial Day của người Hoa Kỳ, mà chúng ta dịch nôm na là ngày lễ Chiến sĩ Trận Vong. Thì một điều làm tôi cảm xúc và tràn dâng và nỗi buồn mang mát sau 51 năm. Những người lính Hoa Kỳ họ ngã xuống và họ có một mảnh đất để chôn thân. Và chúng tôi, những người cựu quân nhân quân lực Việt Nam Cộng Hòa sau 51 năm làm người vong quốc, một cái nỗi buồn và một cái trăn trở khi chúng tôi nằm xuống, không một miếng đất của quê mẹ để phủ lên thân thể này. Và tôi nguyện cầu hồn thiêng của đất Việt, hồn thiêng của những người cựu veteran của Mỹ và chúng tôi là những người lính thủy quân lục chiến Việt Nam Cộng Hòa và được sự áp vai của những người lính thủy quân chiến Hoa Kỳ. Tôi hy vọng đến phiên chúng tôi khi ngã xuống sẽ có một cơ hội lần cuối cùng được nằm trên mảnh đất quê mẹ. Và ngày hôm nay đây, kính cẩn nghiêng mình trên tất cả những người chiến sĩ của Hoa Kỳ đã nằm tại nơi đây và nguyện cầu họ vẫn support chúng tôi, cũng như chúng tôi đã từng sát cánh với họ để chúng tôi có một ngày về và có chỗ nằm yên ổn nơi đất quê nhà. Xin cảm ơn.
Cảm ơn anh chị nào cũng chờ đi qua đi xuống trở lại, còn lại tất cả hai thằng nhà.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing to have the Vietnam Veteran Ceremony at the main stage. Please join us. Welcome home. Please join us. We will start our ceremony promptly about 1:30. Thank you.
Join us, come to the stage. We will do welcome home Vietnam veteran. Just a minute. Thank you.
Good afternoon. For those that don't know me, I'm Warren Finch, President of Vietnam Vets of America, Chapter 201. On behalf of Vietnam Vets of America and the Associates of Vietnam Vets of America, I welcome you to this Memorial Day event. Memorial Day has become a time when the United States remembers and honors its citizens who have died during war. The citizens who have died during the war and in the service of their country. We also remember those in our nation who bore the honor title of Veteran of the Armed Forces. Please give your attention as AVVA 201 posted colors.
Đấy, một lần. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lại lưng 1 2 bên phải quay.
If you would please accompany me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And if you please give your attention to the chaplain.
Bow our heads. Father, thank you for this day that we can honor those who lost their lives in Vietnam, those also who served. Just give us grace and understanding and the knowledge and the results of what happened. Be with the rest of the program, we pray in your name. Amen.
We are gathered here today for a patriotic duty of the utmost importance, to pay tribute to those brave men and women who have lost their lives in service to their country while in uniform during times of war and conflict. We pledge anew our dedication to their memory and principles for which they fought and died. With bowed heads and voices hushed, we meet to remember and show our respect and gratitude to those soldiers, sailors, Marine, and airmen, to the flag for which they fought, and to the country for which they died. It is for us to keep alive the memories of their unselfish sacrifice and heroic service. When the call of duty of our country was heard, those whom we honor today answered. Self was forgotten in the cause of the greater good. As brave men and women, they marched away with abiding faith in their God, country, and flag. Memorial Day is a time that many people are traveling to see family, friends. They're flying, they're driving cars, wherever they want to go. Several people are looking for the best deal that they can get for Memorial Day sales. They're looking for the big sales. Shows on television have numerous suggestions of what to have for Memorial Day barbecues, dinners, desserts. Most have forgotten about those who have given all for their freedom, for our freedom. We are looking at what's called the unofficial start of summer. Memorial Day is a day to remember those who gave their lives in the service of their country. It's not a day where we say Happy Memorial Day. If somebody came up to you at your family's memorial and said, Happy Memorial to you, I don't think you would be very happy. You might be offended. It is a solemn day. We want to remember those who passed. I, along with many people here, have lost someone in Vietnam. A lot of people have lost someone in other conflicts. I'm sure a lot of family members have been in other wars. some have died of their loved ones. Many people have given all to defend our country and keep it free. So we need to include those who suffer from illnesses caused by chemical exposure, sound exposure, other things, environmental, that have caused their sickness and ultimate death. We also want to remember those who suffered tremendously from PTSD. There have been several, unfortunately, who have either not gotten help or didn't get sufficient help or did not seek it, that have taken their lives as a result of their PTSD. All of these, whether they died in combat or died from the effects of combat, are heroes that we are here to honor today. They gave their lives to keep this country free. Today we will do a prisoner of war missing in action service for former POWs. What we're talking about, former POWs, is a side note. One of our comrades, K.TRUYYN, who's usually here, is sadly in the hospital. He was a prisoner of war. They called it re-education camp, but he was a POW. He served there for several years until he managed to escape. I want to recognize him today. He needs our prayers. A special tribute is also given to Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 201 namesake, Darwin J. Thomas, who as a pilot flying off the aircraft carrier USS Oriskany, was lost over Vietnam on October 14, 1966. Originally was missing in action. He is now listed as killed, body not recovered. One update on that is they have located the crash site, but they have not recovered any remains. We're still waiting for that. At this time, Chapter 201 member Rose Huerta Herrera will conduct the POW MIA service. Rose will be ably assisted at the missing man table by Chapter 201 board member Dennis Whitaker. No, that's the Air Force.
At times and places, American servicemen and servicewomen have given their lives. Many have been held under hostile circumstances against their will and are listed yet as prisoners of war. Others have disappeared to be listed as missing in action. Either way, they have not returned to those who love them. May we be constant in our efforts to determine their fate. May we never forget their sacrifices. And do our duty towards them by keeping them in our hearts until that day when they may return. Before you sit, a table reserved as a place of honor for our missing comrades in arms. It is set for one and represents a place that is solemnly held for those that have not yet returned from war. This table is our way of symbolizing the fact that our members of our profession of arms are missing from our midst. Each item on the table is symbolic of the trials of these missing veterans. The table set for one is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his oppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The chair is empty, symbolizing that they are not here. We remember them. A slice of lemon is on the plate to remind us of their bitter fate, and a pinch of salt is symbolic of the family's tears as they wait. The glass is inverted to symbolize that they cannot toast with us today. We remember them. The single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the families and loved ones of our comrades in arms who kept the faith, who keep the faith, awaiting their return. The red ribbon tied so prominently on the vase is reminiscent of the red ribbon worn upon the lapel of the breasts of thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand a proper accounting of our missing. We remember them. I bring to this place of honor an unblemished piece of steel, reminding us that our support of every undertaking exists as a hidden framework of support. Our brothers and sisters' names are now enrolled with the many whose names are known only to God, as having faithful citizen soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen, and who are written upon our hearts. We remember them. On behalf of our nation, whose call we answered, we place the flag as the emblem of our country, and with it we dedicate ourselves once more to be witness for truth and freedom, the highest ideals of our country. We remember them. On behalf of Chapter 201 and Associates, we place the emblem of the Vietnam Veterans of America, which signifies a bond formed years ago, a bond of common experiences, which cannot be broken, and in remembrance of Chapter 201 namesake, Darwin J. Thomas, who was lost over North Vietnam in 1966 and has not been recovered. We remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are a part of us. And when we answer the final roll call, we know that they will fulfill their duty and greet us with words of compassion, friendship, peace, and love. Welcome home.
I would now like to invite Kong Pham from Associates of Vietnam Vets of America, Chapter 201, for a few remarks.
Welcome home, Vietnam Veteran and Memory Day 2026. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On this Memory Day, we pause to honor the brave men and women who gave their life in service to our country. We also take this moment to recognize our Vietnam veterans.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the Associates of Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 201, the Vietnam Veterans of America, veterans, military families, and community members for bringing us together today in remembrance. Today we honor the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. Memorial Day reminds us that the freedoms and opportunities we enjoy today came and come at a profound cost. As the daughter of refugees, this day carries deep meaning for me, for many families in our community. I especially want to honor the veterans of the Republic of Vietnam Armed Forces, the United States Armed Forces, and the families who stood beside them through war, displacement, and rebuilding of new lives. Your service and sacrifices made it possible for families like mine, for second-generation kids like me, to have the opportunities and freedoms we have today. And I live every single day grateful for your ultimate sacrifice to preserve freedom, democracy, and order for the world. Today is a day of remembrance, gratitude, and respect for those who never made it home, for the families who continue to carry their memories and their legacies, and for the veterans in our community who continue to serve others long after their military service has ended.
On behalf of the County of Santa Clara, thank you to the ABBA Chapter 201 for organizing this meaningful event and for allowing me to join you today. Thank you so much.
Kính thưa quý cô chú bác, cựu quân nhân và quý anh chị hậu duệ Việt Nam Cộng Hòa. Betty rất xúc động được tham dự lễ tưởng niệm cùng quý vị hôm nay. Đây là năm thứ hai Betty có cơ hội tham dự Memorial Day do ABBA Chapter 201 tổ chức với vai trò là giám sát viên. Đây là dịp để chúng ta cùng cúi đầu tưởng nhớ những người đã không trở về, những người đã dành trọn mạng sống của mình để bảo vệ lý tưởng tự do. Là con gái của gia đình tị nạn, ngày hôm nay mang nhiều ý nghĩa đối với Betty và rất nhiều gia đình trong cộng đồng người Việt chúng ta. Betty hiểu rằng phía sau mỗi bộ quân phục là biết bao hy sinh, mất mát và ký ức không bao giờ quên. Xin được tri ân các cô chú bác cựu quân nhân Việt Nam Cộng Hòa, các quân nhân Hoa Kỳ cùng gia đình của quý vị. Cảm ơn tinh thần phục vụ, sự can đảm và những đóng góp thầm lặng của quý vị cho cộng đồng hôm nay. Thay mặt quận hạt Santa Clara xin chân thành cảm ơn Hội Ái hữu cựu chiến sĩ Hoa Kỳ tham chiến tại Việt Nam chương 201 đã tổ chức buổi lễ đầy ý nghĩa này và cho Betty cơ hội được có mặt cùng quý vị hôm nay. Xin kính chúc quý vị thật nhiều sức khỏe, bình an và tiếp tục truyền lại cho các thế hệ mai sau những bài học về sự hy sinh, lòng yêu nước và giá trị của tự do, dân chủ và nhân quyền. Betty xin cảm ơn.
Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 201 and Associates, I wish to thank you for your attendance. We have honored our brothers and sisters who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. This concludes our Memorial Day event.